Update 1 on Cyclone Blanche, which has just formed off the coast of Australia, very close to Darwin actually, only 53 miles away in fact. At 3 AM UTC, March the 5th, it's got winds of 40 miles an hour and a pressure of 995 millibars. That's winds of 65 kilometers per hour, 11.9 degrees south, 130.3 degrees east, and we have cyclone warnings in effect for a large chunk of the Northern Territory. The storm is expected to move towards the southwest and could intensify rather quickly, possibly, as some of the models are suggesting, or maybe a little bit less as it moves towards the southwest, and then we expect a landfall in Kimberley as a tropical storm in around 48 hours or less, and then the storm will probably graze the rest of Australia inland as it weakens to a depression. Right now it's 24 miles southeast of Wurumianga, 53 miles northeast of Darwin, and 286 miles north-northeast of its potential landfall spot, Wyndham. It's a CDPS stage 2, meaning that it could cause some damage near the centre of the storm, and of course cyclone warnings are in effect. So what do we expect over the next few days? It's going to be a pretty short-lived system if it does what we expect it to do, which is move into the Kimberley area of Western Australia and then move inland and possibly dissipate rapidly as it moves inland. Though of course if it does happen to emerge out back to sea, it could possibly re-intensify, but at the moment we don't have that on the forecast, and it doesn't appear to be a likely scenario. Well, sea surface temperatures right now very warm indeed. This is why we could see some significant strengthening. We really don't know yet, but the sea surface temperatures around 30 or 31 Celsius, maybe even higher in some local areas. And of course cyclone warnings are in effect for large parts of the area, including in Darwin. There's the wind shear graphic. That's probably what's going to stop the storm in its tracks, if anything. High wind shear to the southwest, but right now it's not looking terribly bad for Blanche. Here's the latest imagery of the storm then, moving towards the southwest slowly. As you can see, its movement hasn't been particularly fast, but there's been massive flare-ups with that convection there near the Tiwi Islands and near Darwin itself, and certainly rain amounts could be rather significant if they haven't been already. I believe the rain rate was around 11 inches every 24 hours earlier today. That may have increased recently, but obviously we'll be keeping our eyes on that as the storm continues to move towards the southwest. It's going to be a rain event that we expect mainly for Darwin, but it could be worse elsewhere yet. Elsewhere in the tropics, we've got this Cyclone Inawo, which is located in the southwest Indian Ocean and approaching hurricane strength. We'll have an update on that one later. The storm is expected to move towards Madagascar and could impact the country as a significant cyclone, some forecasts calling for a Category 3. This is the 8th tropical storm we've seen. If we categorise it the way we have done here, it's 6 tropical storms and 2 Category 1 hurricanes on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale, that is. On the Australian scale, of course, this is already a Category 1. And as you can see, that's how it compares to the averages. Obviously there's a long way to go, but it is our 8th tropical cyclone worldwide in 2017. Again, still some way to go. It has been running well below average, but we are slowly catching up just a little bit towards what we would expect of the year to date in early March. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com and its tracker at your service at any time. You can also find us on YouTube. You're probably there right now. Search Force 13 and subscribe if you haven't already. We're also on Facebook. Search Force 13 and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch on there or anywhere else that I've just outlined. You can also add Fool 13 on Skype, FOOL13, and add extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.